So what day is it today, Kaz? It's van tour day.
No, it's van tour 2.0.
Yeah, so it's June time now and we're currently on our round the world drive and we're in France. We've been here now for a few weeks, so it's June time and we last did a van tour in December, so back before Christmas, and a lot has changed since then, not least the amazing weather.
Yeah.
We made a bunch of upgrades to the van over Christmas time
and we finally give her name.
Oh yeah! And
her name is, you might have heard it mentioned before, but her name is Helen. If you're wondering the reason behind that, watch Everest.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
It's a weird one. But her name's Helen,
we're weird people.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just going to give a tour today, not as in-depth as the last one on some of the bits. So if you want to see like how our gas system works and how our water system works, you can watch those old videos. This video is going to be like a great overview and looking at some of the new things we made to it, and yeah, why we think it's a perfect round the world van. Come on, let's give these people a show.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
It's something in my teeth.
So a couple quick stats. Helen is a 2016 plate Peugeot Boxer. If you're from the States, then I think that's a Ram Promaster, basically the same thing. Yeah, when we bought her, she had 107,000 miles, and we've done about 5,000 or 6,000, I think, since we bought her. Because we did some touring up in Scotland and Ireland, whilst sort of lockdowns were coming and going in the UK.
Okay, so the first set of upgrades are going to be at the front of the van. These aren't as extreme as the rest of the van, but they're still a great upgrade. So, a little bit of carpet, you know, and that home touch. We've also got carpet in the middle. You can see there, just a little bit, just to kind of separate the home and, you know, actual van. We also have our little visors, sun visors. My dad actually made these for us, and we put a little mirror on them, and they're really quite cute. This top bit here is going to be fixed. Brad ordered some fabric, which is like a world map. It looks really cool, but we haven't had, well, he hasn't fitted it yet, so when are you going to do that?
Soon.
We also have, it's not up here, a dash cam, which is really handy. It's also really useful because it records really high quality, so we can use the footage from driving actually in our footage, the videos that you see, so that's pretty cool. But the biggest change here that you may notice if you've seen our first van tour is that there's no double seat here anymore. We finally got a single seat that swivels. Which
is awesome because when we pull over, we can just walk front to back through there.
Yes.
And also, yeah, we can swivel it around and then it sort of opens up the whole back space.
Ta-da! And obviously we would remove the coats. But we haven't really used this yet, and we think it'll be really beneficial once we have
like people come
out, open the space up more. Because look at that, yeah, it definitely opens the space up. And it just feels like you've got more room, and there's more seating options, so that's always nice.
Yeah, as you've already seen, this is our living area. Not much has changed in a big way. We've got like a few little upgrades, like these cool little baskets here, just to store our assorted food junk.
Basically stuff that we have no room for elsewhere.
Yeah.
Go in these.
So yeah, storage is always an issue in a van, so that was a great little way just like maximize space, I guess. One really cool thing that we put in was a projector stand. So it looks a little bit rough and ready probably, but I don't really care because it works amazing. So literally that just pops down like that, and we I guess we can put a clip on there. Put our projector on here, and we have our projector screen that hangs over the door. And then when we're in there having dinner in the evening, we can sit there and watch whatever latest Netflix series we're binging.
Which is currently The Walking Dead, which is Amazon.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Why should I give it a go? We also got ourselves some fancy new cushion covers made.
Yeah, they looked really bad in the first video, and we were saying, oh, we're going to get them done, and we did get them done.
Yeah, and also this is where the second double bed goes. At the end of this video, we'll do a little video showing how that second double bed works, because a lot of people last time, I think, were a bit confused, so we'll make it a bit clearer this time. These little basket things here, full of our other assorted junk, are actually flower baskets, but when we came into France, we had to, we couldn't bring any fresh like fruit or vegetables or anything, so we had to leave our plants behind. So we will get some new plants soon, and they'll go in there.
And then we'll have to find new space for the junk that's in there.
Peanuts.
And tablets.
And tablets. And diabetes supplies.
So we'll do a quick kind of refresher of our kitchen area, just in case you haven't seen the first video, so make sure you watch that. So we have a massive sink, which is super useful for doing dishes, which Brad loves to do. But I love the cooker. We have our very own oven in here, and it's perfect. It's 2-burner, and you can literally do everything. We can make pizzas, camembert, it's wonderful.
And our big Sunday roast.
Yes, every Sunday, it's a tradition now. So we've got our magnetic knife holder here. We've also got a little hook for our spatula, but every time we drive this drops off. It's still good otherwise. Got our little hanging bobber for our kitchen roll. And one upgrade actually is, so this is stick-on tiles, and they're really, really good, but we have them here, but unfortunately, because of the proximity of the heat, they weren't going to last. So Brad had the smart idea of, it was your idea, wasn't it?
Probably. Normally the good ideas are mine.
Putting, yeah, this sheet of, it's just this metal.
Yeah.
So we got this in B&Q, and then it turned out they had this, which is, well, I'm not going to pull it off, but this is magnetic for your tinfoil, which is just, it's the simple things, honestly, like just having easy access to that is great. We bought this just to keep our spices and like sprays in, and I did have these there, but they kept falling off, so I got rid of most of them. We did have 3, one of them is now gone, but we don't need that many spices, so that's fine for there. So we've also got this nifty little hook, which again, small but simple thing, but really cool, to hang our kettle out of the way whenever we're driving and it's not in use. And then this is our control panel. So this, move this out of the way, shows our solar, so shows what's coming in from the sun. I can put the light on, there you go, that's easier, so we can keep an eye on how much sun we're getting. It's actually a bit cloudy at the minute, but you can see stuff is still going in. This is our inverter, so if we want to turn 12 volt into 240, we just switch that bad boy on. This is our heater, yes. We actually haven't had to use this in France. We used it a lot in Scotland for obvious reasons, but yes, so it's great, works perfectly, doesn't get much use out here. And this is our water heater, and this allows us to have hot water for doing dishes, and it also allows us to have hot water for showers. Okay, so you move one step and you're into the bathroom. So in terms of upgrades, we have a few tiny things like this. Which is toilet roll holder, but honestly, again, it's really, really useful. And we have, naturally, we have our space here for our little mat and our towels. This is the shower itself. We have places for our toothbrushes and to carry stuff. And this has become an area where we keep our drinking water bottles. They just fit in perfectly, so it makes sense to use this space because there's room with the toilet. Another new feature, if you watched the first tour, you would have known that we had storage issues, and we really needed to make room for more bits and bobs. I like to just have a little bit of junk in my life. So we got this, and this has been, it's really pretty and it's really practical. Brad screwed it in to the bottom, but we were searching for something to fit this space and we couldn't find anything. And then one day in B&M we came across this. So it's literally just filled with tablets, stuff you need, batteries, all the stuff that you can't really find space for. And it is perfect, and honestly it doesn't dry, it doesn't pull out whenever we drive, which is, to Brad's surprise, he thought it would, and it's actually held together quite well. And last but not least, in the kitchen area we have our fridge. So this is a Waco I can't remember how many litres, 80?
80, I think, yeah.
And it's perfect. It holds a week's worth of food, which is great, and it holds my insulin since I'm diabetic. And then we have this hidden drawer. Look at this. Should have moved that. But look how deep it is. So again, cutlery, cans, other stuff that you kind of have no room for, perfectly hidden away. That's a great idea, actually. That was Brad's idea too. So I'll quickly talk you through the bedroom area. There hasn't been much change here other than a few storage things. So we have some storage here now for clothing, easy access clothing. We have this here, which is basically for my junk because I sleep on this side, and I admit I just need space for stuff. But we got some porthole covers. My father did these. He painted them and I think they look amazing. And like before, this is just storage. We have our midi hecky here, which is perfect for getting airflow in this van. And I really like the fact that we can put this across, have it open and not have bugs get in, which is great. We have the reading lights here. My little design, we put a hook here for keys and, you know, masks because we're in a pandemic. And we also have this. This is our map board that Brad's sister bought us, and the plan is to screw it here and then take little pictures. Brad got me a, what's it called?
Polaroid printer.
A Polaroid printer, and you can, you know, get the little square pictures, and we thought we'd do that for anyone who comes to the van, and we'll make a little board. So in due course that'll be done too. Oh, and I can't forget Huxley. Here too. He's our mascot, and if you haven't noticed, we're friends fans in this van, and that's why he's here.
So when we were touring around Scotland, we actually had a few issues with our gas system. Some of the pipes actually started leaking, and then the heater stopped working, and it was a nightmare. Also, we used to have a gas bottle kept inside of the van in this cupboard here. So basically the whole system needed redoing. So with the help of my dad, actually, we spent about 3 days over Christmas in the horrible freezing cold redoing the whole system. So I'll just quickly show you that now, but it is so much better. And the first reason why it's so much better is that this cupboard is, as you've probably already seen, now we can use it for a coffee machine, for our bins down here, so we can have general rubbish and recycling. We store some bottles in here,
alcohol cover.
Yeah, and then just like eggs and stuff in there. So yeah, by getting rid of the gas canister on board, we now have a tank underneath the van. So I guess we'll take a quick look. So this was a really fidgety job to do, but I would highly recommend it. Anyone getting a van. So this is a 25 litre HS2000 gas tank, and yeah, it stores about, so 25 litres, so it stores about 20 litres of gas. You only have to fill them 80% of the way. If you're like in the UK using heating a lot and then using the oven and heating water for showers, then it'll probably last maybe like a week to 2 weeks. But we've been in France now for, as I say, like more than 3 weeks, and the tank's only, I don't think it's even half empty yet. So when you're not using heating, it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's a perfect amount. And then whenever you want to fill up the tank, we fitted this little, this is like the little nozzle here. So you can get, it's called auto gas. You can get this in a lot of gas stations in throughout Europe. We're hoping you can get it in other parts of the world as well. You just need to make sure you have different adapters fitted, but if you do get it, then whoever you buy it from, they can sell you the adapters as well. And yeah, I guess you see here, this is our regulator, and then there is gas sort of pipe running from it up into the van. If you want to see more about how that works, then we actually did a whole video on our gas system, so give that a check out. It's really in depth, but they're quite expensive to get those tanks, but they save you a lot of money in the long run, and it's so much easier. So we're super happy about having that all done. So here is the back of our van. These are new.
Ta-da!
Look at those guys.
That's us. Do you think it looks like us? Comparison? I don't know when we've ever done that, by the way, but it looks cute.
Yeah, helping us to get those subscribers on the road. Actually, the only issue with having this is it's great because when you're driving along, people see it, and then we get like Instagram messages, people saying hi. But we actually got a funny message about a week or two ago. Apparently I cut a woman up when we were driving, and she actually wrote like a limerick about my bad driving and sent it to us. So I have no recollection of when I did that, but
basically people can like criticize us as well.
It's like having one of those numbers on the back, like,
yeah,
am I a bad driver? Call here and let me know.
But yeah, that guy wasn't happy.
Here is like all of the storage area of the van. This is part of the second double bed. I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, again, we have videos going through our water system and our electric system on the van. So if you want to find out more, give them a watch. They're like really in depth.
Yep, they'll be linked in the corner of the screen, so just click it.
Yeah, but just quickly, freshwater tank, 70 litres, which is perfect for us. And then water pump, accumulator. Our water heater is in here. So then hot water comes out and runs up to the front of the van. This is our sort of main electrics hub, a 12-volt fuse board with everything coming off of it, running up into the van. This is our changeover switch, I think it's called. And then we have a battery charger and also some rear ducting for when the heater's on. So it heats the back of the van as well, sort of to stop mold growing as well. But again, that's really only needed in cold countries. And really this is just like a big storage area. So these, I might take this out just to show you. So it turned out that the space of this was perfect for storing 4 of these boxes.
Got 2 there and 2 there. And
they're just sort of, the 2 at the back are kind of full of stuff that hopefully we don't need very often. And then these 2 are stuff you maybe need a little more often.
France Monopoly, told you, France fans.
We have a limited space. We have Friends Monopoly.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got my golf clubs in here now as well.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm planning on playing a few times with club around the world. We got jumper cables, snow chains just in case, bags. This bag here is kind of full of like our water hose, our hookup pipes, just sort of stuff that we need whenever we're pulled up a campsite. I'll quickly show you in here, just some Pepsi. So in here is our batteries. Again, I go through these in depth on the electrics video, but yeah, they are absolutely beastie. This is our 1500 watt inverter, and this is our B2B charger, which charges the batteries while we're driving. This is the fabric that's going to go in the roof of the cab, which should look quite cool. And this is champagne that we bought in Champagne.
Yeah, if you want to watch that video, we'll link it too, because we did the road trip in the Champagne region.
Whenever we have something to celebrate, we'll pop in this bad boy open. And the other big thing we wanted to show you was the second double bed. So this is in the last video, but it was a bit unclear, and also the cushions looked all nasty, so yeah, just like a better version. But so these are stored out back, and you'll see now how they work. So first of all, the table goes down. Connects onto a little lip like that. And then this box here, this is where my genius really comes into its own. So one of the things we really wanted, as I say, was 2 double beds in this van, but a lot of people have them as like raised bunk beds. We didn't really want that, so we had to get a bit creative. So this box actually comes off. It's full of stuff at the moment. It's really heavy. It goes like that. And then we keep this bit of wood out back, which goes there, slots onto there, and then these slats come out. And that's kind of like the base for the bed.
It looks kind of like mismatched, but it does work.
It does work.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, it may not be beautiful, but it does work. So that goes there. This cushion slots on there. That, and then these 2 from Outback. One goes there, the other one do have bedding for it, obviously, like a sheet and quilt, but I'm not going to grab them out now because they're kept on the seats there.
Yeah, but you get the idea. Pillow, blanket. This could be used as an extra blanket, actually.
Oh, and you get a bed with a view.
There you go. And this does fit 2 people.
Yeah.
If I get on in there too. Oh, it's quite spacious.
Yeah, I might start sleeping down there.
Fine by me.
And I guess the very last thing to show you is our brand new alfresco dining area, which we only just put together actually.
It's our most recent addition.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how well it worked, and we never really thought of it before this.
Yeah.
So
we were going to buy a table to have outside, and then I was looking at it one day and realised I could just put this together here. So I screwed some wood onto the outside, and this slots in there.
ta-da!
And then we have our chairs. We have our sunny weather. You can just chillax in the sun.
So that is the end of our van tour 2.0. Really hope you enjoyed it. We absolutely love how our van has turned out now, but we couldn't have done it without literally the help and support of Brad's dad, my family, our amazing friend Ricky, who has just countless times helped us with this build. He's been fantastic, and yeah, we're so grateful for his help too. But yeah, we couldn't have done it on our own, and we think that it's turned out amazing, and we're fully equipped to drive around the world.
We think.
Maybe.
Hopefully. So yeah, if you got any questions, don't think we covered anything, then just drop a comment below. If you want to follow the rest of our journey, then be sure to subscribe. We're in France at the moment. We're heading down to Spain in the next couple of days, and then from there onwards we're going to be heading east until we get back to the UK in about 4 years' time.
So we will see you in the next video.
Yeah.